So you kind of got the foundation in data and the value that data could, through analytics, produce for an organization. But you probably also encountered a lot of issues and inconsistencies and data quality challenges in some of those early analytics that you mounted, and certainly understanding that garbage in creates garbage out on the analytics side. You also developed a passion around data quality and integrating information and cleansing information and making it available in a sort of a scalable way. Can you talk just a little bit about the importance of that and how that's influenced your thinking as you think about data as a strategic capability for an organization?
Yeah, and it's interesting, Mark, because some of the same challenges that we faced early on 30 years ago, 25 years ago, we still have those same challenges today. And it's the volumes of data have just increased, the
Mm-hmm.
levels of complexity have increased, the number of sources, all of that. And so we're constantly playing, catch up in that regard. We have more tools to work with to help us with some of those data challenges, like how we transform and extract and integrate data together, how we
Mm-hmm.
measure that data quality. We don't have to do as much from a kind of custom coding basis. But I see these things as hand in glove. It's really where I think a chief data office can really be all of those things to help enable a company and bridge between sort of those core technology capabilities and components and how the business and or customers are using and consuming data. And I think if we sort of look at things like data quality and data governance and data management
Mm-hmm.
with that analyst, bent or eye towards it, as well as if we're in that data science, predictive modeling, even just basic business analysis or reporting and business intelligence, if we look at that with the eye towards those data quality, issues, we have to have a little bit of understanding of all of those disciplines that fall within that CDO, I would say, ideal role to
Mm-hmm.
be able to be as effective because, it's important for us as if we're focused on data quality to really understand we don't want to necessarily spend as much time improving the quality of everything. We need to work on improving quality for the things that matter the most. And we need to press and understand what does matter the most, because if you have, quality at 99% might not be good enough if you're building safety devices in automobiles, for example. It has to be 100%.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
and same thing in, biopharma. But if you're looking at, say, market share and CAGR estimates of growth, are we good enough at 70%? It's better than not doing any analysis or predictive modeling to understand what the future is going to be. So like things like sales forecasting, it doesn't have to be 100%. It might not even need to be 95%. So having that understanding of the business and understanding of how an analyst and a data scientist uses data is so important to people doing those sort of core fundamental data things. And then I'd say the same thing is also imperative on the flip side, from the data scientist standpoint, because they need to be vocal and articulate to their colleagues over on the data management and data quality side about what improvements need to be made. They need to influence that. So I see these disciplines as, converging, and I don't mean that you have to be all things to everyone, but you need to know enough along that continuum, and that
Right.
makes for a great organization.